What's up guys, Celestial here again, bringing you another video. So this is my solo run through of Sephiroth, like I said I would do. I'm planning on doing a Zack one, but I just haven't had a chance yet with all the people that have been wanting me to do the Bonds of Friendship and Sephiroth challenges. So reminder, if you still haven't done those and you want me to do them for you, join the Patreon and Discord, because I will actually be shutting off the service in about a month's time when the Elden Ring DLC comes out, because I'll need to focus on that. But to be fair, Sephiroth's thing was quite easy with just him. I've tried Zack a couple times and he requires a bit more finesse than Sephiroth, because as you see, most of the time all you do is just spin around. You can parry his attacks as well with his parry ability, which gives you a lot of limit as well. But I only do that with a couple bosses because most of them are pretty easy just to take down with the spin attack. But this was actually fairly fun. I enjoyed doing this with Sephiroth. All you do is just spin. So this is pretty much similar to my run where you have Cloud to buff him. But for this, it's literally spin around, get your limit, use your limit, do the spin again. You can use Zanshin and Hell's Gate as well, but they don't build anywhere near as much as just doing the spin. So just keep spinning. Just like this. Titan's probably one of the most annoying bosses in this just because of that stupid shield that he always puts up. But if I actually parried Titan, I could probably pop his shield pretty quick. Because Sephiroth, once he retaliates after parrying a few attacks, he does do a tremendous amount of damage. But for this, I was like, this is my first run through, I'll just do the spin technique and see what else I can do. So that was kind of stupid there. I didn't realise he was going to thwack right afterwards, because usually when you pop the buffs on his shield, he'll get staggered for a little bit and you can attack him. But yeah, he's kind of messing me up here. But as you can see, Sephiroth's parry is very good in this. And there you go, he should pretty much be dead here once I do this and then a couple more moves. But if you guys are having trouble with these, like I said, the Patreon's still there. It'll only be there for about another month. Not the Patreon itself, like the Patreon will still be there, but the things for doing any sort of mini game or the piano or Bonds of Friendship or Sephiroth, anything like that, they're all going to be locked away after next month because I want to focus on Elden Ring. But yeah, so if you haven't done them or you're thinking about doing them, get them done as soon as possible because it won't be there soon. And then you're going to be stuck trying to do it yourself, because I've practiced this like a million times now, and the Bonds of Friendship and Zack's one is pretty easy for me. Only takes me like 15-20 minutes to complete. Real world time. Game time is only 9 minutes apparently. There you go. As you can see, Sephiroth's parry is very good at getting limit. So you can literally just limit break straight after you've done it essentially. This is probably one of the annoying bosses in this run as well, because sometimes he'll attack you straight away, other times he'll just wait. So this is why I'm getting ready here, because most of the time he'll do this straight away. Other times he will just wait for like 10 minutes. And you see how much limit that gained? Ridiculous. But that's why Sephiroth is fun. And that's why I always recommend people do Sephiroth themselves. Like Zack, I don't actually mind playing Sephiroth for people. But if you want to save your money, it's best to get Sephiroth done yourself, because he is actually pretty OP and he's very fun to play. But I don't mind doing it for people because he's a fun character to play. But Zack is a lot harder than Sephiroth, like way harder. And this is me trying my hand at the parries. The funny thing is, I didn't actually practice this that much. So what you're seeing here is pretty much my first run through of doing this with Sephiroth solo, because at this point I'd learned how to use his moves from doing so many runs of To Be a Hero with Cloud and Sephiroth. I'm just cutting out the loading screens in between as well, because this takes way too long to load in between for some reason. I actually went back to remake Intergrade because I'm doing the last couple trophies on that soon on stream, and those load screens are like way smaller than this. Now, I know Rebirth is a bigger game, but you're loading one room with like one enemy. Why does it take like half a minute to load in to Phoenix or load in some other character? So you can actually parry that that burst that he does. You can also dodge it with perfect timing as well if you just basically teleport dodge, because Sephiroth's dodge is literally just like he teleports away. But for the most part, you can just dodge around Phoenix, just build some bar, and then just use your Zanshin on all the enemies. Pretty easily kills them. Only thing is with Phoenix is when you stagger him, he will pretty much do Rebirth Flame right afterwards. And Sephiroth doesn't have any elemental fire materia, so he's gonna get hurt from it. And I'm pretty sure I almost die in this one here. So that's why I put Mana Wall on. Because I was thinking to myself, I know he's gonna do it to me, so let's make sure we don't actually get killed by the Rebirth Flame. This is a lot harder on Zack as well, because Zack can parry all the fire and stuff, but that's why I'm building up damage here before doing the limit. Because if you stagger him straight away, he's just going to do Rebirth Flame straight after, because you won't be able to kill him during the stagger. So I'm just doing as much damage as I can here by just spinning. Tried to dodge in between, didn't work. And then he'll start doing this, but if you keep attacking him, he'll get pressured again. But then this is the point where he's going to do Rebirth Flame unless you stop him. But yeah, he didn't get stopped. But doing that with Zack, that's pretty much the point where you do it. So I've practiced probably more than half of Zack's one. And you get to this point and you have to kill Phoenix before it does Rebirth Flame. Because Zack is nowhere near as good at avoiding damage as Sephiroth is. Or building limit like Sephiroth does. He has high braver, which is amazing. But it's nowhere near as good as just spinning around with Sephiroth or Octaslash. Because Octaslash pretty much hits everyone here. So all these enemies die. Apart from the one behind. And then all you do is just run up and hit Phoenix a couple more times and that's it. I still don't know what that little orb actually does. Like, it's cast that so many times, and I usually kill it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It must maybe summon something. I'm going to have to test that out, because it's interesting that I've never seen what that mechanic actually does. He always seems to do it after he does Rebirth Flame and then summons 3 enemies. So maybe it's summoning more enemies, or it's summoning like another boss or something, I don't know. And then this is one of my most hated bosses, just because of the fact that those little fire pellets that keep shooting out will stop you from having your second bar, well, your special bar that you can do Octaslash Prime with. Incinerating things like that are pretty easy to avoid because I just keep circling around it. And then when he does that, I do limit so he doesn't actually hit me with it, because that's actually really hard to avoid unless you dodge at the perfect time. And as you can see, while I'm doing the limit, it still hit me with those stupid little fire pellets. And it hit me there as well, which is not the best, which is why I stay at range and build it up that way. And then I can just spin around and avoid as much attacks as possible. Just like this. And we've got limit again. Let's use it before we get hit. Almost dead. To be fair, a lot of the bosses in this run with just Sephiroth by himself are fairly easy, because it's literally just the same tactic as you would do if you had Cloud with you. Because I'm going to release a build soon, because I don't think I actually showed off the build last time when I did Cloud and Sephiroth. But all you really need is the buffs from Cloud to buff Sephiroth, which makes him a bit more powerful and stuff like that. But when he's by himself, it's literally the exact same thing. You just build up your little bar in the bottom left, dodge around, keep doing the spin attack, build limit, use limit, etc. That's literally it. Exact same, but you just don't have the buffs from Cloud. And obviously you don't have the ability to just like heal Sephiroth with someone else in here. So if you get damaged, you're going to have to heal yourself. Using that lovely Aroga magic that I love so much. And you don't need to panic if you get hit, because Sephiroth is very good at evading things. So you're not going to take too much damage. You're going to take a couple hits and then you'll get back up, build your bar back up, start spinning around more. and then you'll have your limit and you can just use it. I probably will take a bit longer to do the Zac one because I'm still doing these challenges for people in between. So like, as you guys can see, my YouTube content's taken a little bit of a hit with like how many videos I've been releasing, just because I've literally been helping so many people with the Bonds of Friendship or the hard mode gauntlet. So basically, if you guys don't know, I should probably put this at the start of the video so you guys can actually see it in case you skip most of this. But basically, I've done so many things for people in the game to help them get the platinum that's why my YouTube content's taken a little bit of a hit. So things like hard mode, the final gauntlet, Rufus, boss fight because he's a pain in the butt for most people, doing some mini games, doing the piano in case you can't be bothered with that because some of them are quite hard. Well, one of them is quite hard. Doing Bonds of Friendship and Sephiroth's one, doing Rulers of the Outer Worlds. I've even done a lot of challenges for like the single characters like Kate Sith, Tifa, and like some other characters for the single challenges. But literally anything you think of in this game I do so that you can get the platinum, and I've been doing that since I think April. I think I decided to start doing this in April, and I'm glad because it's actually helped quite a lot of people. So the platinum when I got it was at 0.1%, and now it's at 1.4 or 5 I believe, which is really good. And it's nice to see people actually get the platinum because I'm not one of those people where I'm like, you should do all the work to get the platinum. Literally everybody who has played this game that I have done any sort of challenge for, they've put in about 200-300 hours. So they definitely deserve the platinum. The thing that I do on this only takes about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in the grand scheme of things when people have put 200, 300, 400 hours into this game, I believe they deserve the platinum for that. And when I did these for the first time, I was still fairly bad at the game as well. The only reason I'm so good at these now is because I've played them like so many times now. I just want part 3 to come out. Like, I've played this game so much now and I still love it. It's great. But I just want to play part 3. It's just making me want to see what the combat and everything's going to be like in part 3. So exactly the same. This is, if you've seen my Cloud video with Sephiroth, this is literally exactly the same. Faraga, and then use your limit break. Cloud's usually attacking at the same time, but just use your limit and then kill it. Easy as. The only thing you don't have is the buffs, so haste and bravery you don't have on. But Sephiroth is pretty powerful anyway, so he can take this thing down by himself. I'm pretty sure that kills you if you're next to him. I think I've only been hit by it once, and I'm pretty sure it petrified both Cloud and Sephiroth. So you don't want to get hit by that. To be fair, I should be using limit here, and I don't know why I'm not. Like, I've got the limit break here. Why am I not using it? I'm so confused why I'm not using limit break here. He'd be dead if I used limit break. What are you doing? Kill him with limit break. What? I guess I maybe just wanted to make sure that he would die. Even though that, I'm pretty sure that probably wouldn't have done enough damage to kill him. Either way, he's dead. On to the next one. Now for the fun one, Alexander. So pretty much exactly the same as when you have Cloud with you. Just run up and dodge out the way of his swipes. Just use your Zanchin on the arms. Builds up limit and also gets rid of a lot of health. And then here I parry all the tracking beams because I'm amazing at this game. Just joking. But no, the tracking beams are easy to parry with Sephiroth. I don't think I usually parry them with Cloud when I'm doing Zac's one. I just dodge out the way because they're pretty easy to avoid. But you get free limit with Sephiroth, so you might as well just parry them. And then we're just going to kill the arms, and then we're going to use limit break on Alexander. No earth tremor for you, Alexander. No. Sephiroth is so cool. I actually can't wait until this comes to PC so that I can basically mod it so that I'll play Sephiroth the entire game. Or even use them in the other trials. Because I thought you would be able to use him after you completed the game or after you've done like a lot of challenges. But apparently not, no. Your reward is a piece of music for getting everything done in the game. Woohoo! But we all know what PC's like. They're going to mod in some cool outfits, probably make some no outfit mods, and mod in the fact that you can play these characters, so you'll be able to play Zack and experience how Zack plays in the actual game. Same with Sephiroth and all that sort of stuff, because you only get to play them for like a total of 5 minutes in the entire game. And we don't worry about the light pillar because Alexander's about to be dead in a second. But for some reason my game was like, you know what, let's target the light pillar. So this could have went really bad. Which it almost did, as you see here. But thankfully get my limit break and instantly go down to the ground and do this. So I think the light pillars fire off here. Yeah, they do. But I'm avoiding the damage because I'm in limit break, which is great. And there we go. He's dead too. Only a couple more to do. This one is a little bit more iffy because Sephiroth can get interrupted by the fire. Whereas when I do this now, I usually just switch to Cloud. And Cloud just goes in, gets healed, breaks the wings pretty quick. Like for example there, I've lost my bar now. So I need to build the bar back up. So I can start spinning and breaking the wings. So the wings go down pretty fast when you spin them. As you can see. And you're building a ton of limit and then he's going to get staggered, well pressured. And then you build up more limit. And then you can fire it off. Or you can wait until he gets his wings back up. Either or. But this is so simple with Sephiroth. Like, I thought this was going to be way harder. But Zack is way harder. So when you see that one, hopefully you'll be impressed. Because it is quite difficult to do. Zack has that high Braver move, which is pretty broken. But he still takes damage in between. And he doesn't build up anywhere near as much limit as Sephiroth does. So, yeah, it's something you want to... You want to get the enemies down quick, but you also want to make sure you've got enough MP to heal yourself and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and do it possibly without healing, but I doubt I'll be able to do that. There we go, already staggered. And the next one's Bahamut, and he's even easier. Even Odin's easy in this with Sephiroth. And there we go. On to Bahamut. Right, Bahamut time. So same as before, you're just going to dodge into Bahamut, start building up some of your bar. Most of the time Bahamut won't be able to hit you because you're above where he can actually hit. He can't grab you either, which is great. If he tries to grab you, it only does like 50 damage. And you can't pick up any of the particles, unfortunately, because we don't have a partner. So he will level up fairly fast. You don't need to care about getting hit by that because you're not casting any magic in this build / playthrough. So I could literally just limit break him here, but I'm saving my bar for when he does the wings because I want to make sure I break his wings as fast as possible. Because since I can't stop him from absorbing particles, I need to make sure he can't absorb them as fast as he wants to. There we go. So we stopped him from absorbing some. Now we're going to limit break, which will build his pressure and also do a lot of damage. And then for when he transforms here, you can actually parry all the spin attack, but with Sephiroth I just tend to stay away from him in the air. Because I can parry this quite easily with Cloud, but I do not trust my parry skills yet with Sephiroth doing that. There we go, broke his wings again. Pretty sure in the next one he transforms, or like basically goes into Neo Drive mode, because he's very close here, because he's absorbed a lot of particles, like a lot. There we go, staggered, which is great. Let's do a bunch of damage to him, build up some ATB and build up some limit. The fun thing is here, like, you can see how much damage I do just by spinning. Zanshin and things like that only do about 5,000 damage, but it takes a good few seconds to fire them off. So I would just recommend doing that attack, the spin attack. But as you can see, he transformed here, so I used Limit Break to make sure I stun him a little bit before he can start doing his crazy moves. Because when he transforms, he gets more moves. Like the barrage thing, it can stun you. This thing, which is very, very dangerous. He also gets Laser Rays and Umbral Bombardment, which is another unblockable move. But as you can see, all you need to do is just stay away, just keep spinning. Here he shouldn't be able to go to Giga Mode, because it takes a few particles for him to get there. This one doesn't break the left wing for some reason. Yep, sometimes that happens. But you can just get up close and do a spin. And then Limit Break again. I hope you're not sick of seeing Octaslash, because I love this move. And he's almost dead. A few more attacks. The spin move does a lot of damage, so you can literally just spin around and hit him. And it hits from very far away, as you can see. So don't need to worry about the Crush Grip, because he's not going to hit us with it. And Zanshin again. Dead. Now for Odin. Right, now Odin, guys. Let's see how we do with this. I'm pretty sure I take a few hits with this, but I don't panic, because I know what Odin does. I think I went to attack him straight there, because I was like, oh, I've not got Cloud with me, so I don't need to run away and buff. But it's probably best to do the same thing, just wait and see what he does initially. Because usually he'll charge or throw the spear right away, which he did. And then obviously you want to make sure you're hitting him with a bunch of ATB moves, so he'll get pressured. Just like this. He does actually manage to Helm Cleaver me, which is annoying, because now I can't use ATB moves. So that's fine, because with Sephiroth we don't need ATB. We've already pressured him, so all we need to do is make sure we build that pressure. Also, funny thing is as well, if he does Helm Cleaver on you when you start your Limit Break, you won't take the damage, but you'll still get these wristbands. So yeah, be careful of that. But now they're off, so that's fine. They don't last as long as you think they do. It's just when you're in the moment, you're panicking a bit, thinking that they're going to last for ages. And then he's going to Zantetsuken you. But no, you're fine. Just keep spinning, build that Limit Break up, and then use a couple moves just to heal yourself, or use Barrier. So here I was like, you know what? I've been getting hit a few times, which I don't usually get hit. So let's Mana Wall myself, and then heal myself as well, just to make sure. I was thinking about using Re-Raise, but I was like, I don't need that. I know how this works. Alright, now we use Zanshin a couple times again. Get that bar built back up so he's pressured. He gets pressured really fast with Sephiroth. Like, he's in Sleipnir Spearer again. Now we use Limit Break. And the next one we're going to make sure we build up Limit Break but don't use it, just in case he's going to use Temporal Imprisonment. Because he does that when he's less than half health to about 25% of his health. So, build that up. It's going to split the field. And he's pretty much staggered, which is great. So now I've got my limit. I'm not going to use it here. I'm going to use just my normal attacks. So see, that does about 5,000, but it takes a while to fire off. So I'd probably just suggest spinning, because you do a lot of damage just by spinning, and it's very quick. And then he's probably going to do Temporal Imprisonment in a second. There we go. So just wait a second, use your limit. Sephiroth's limit is very long, so it doesn't really matter when you fire off, but just give yourself the most time. And we're completely immune. He's almost dead. Just make sure you stay away from moves like this. Just gonna barrier myself again, just in case. And Sephiroth is so fast that you don't need to worry about any of these moves, because Odin looks like he's moving in slow motion. And I'm being fancy here. I could have maybe died here by doing this, but I was like, I want to finish him off with my Limit Break. Goodbye, Odin. Bam. And there you go, guys. That's how you do it with just Sephiroth by himself. I hope you enjoyed this sort of video. Like I said, I'll be doing Zack and then probably a couple more videos, but then that's me done. If you do want to see me do these for you, I do them live on stream for people as well, people who purchase it through the Patreon. But like I said, that'll be ending next month, so if you are having trouble with it, make sure you get them bought so I can do them for you just now before I cut it off completely. But thank you to all the Patreon supporters. Like, it's been insane how much people have supported me through Patreon and coming to my streams and all that sort of stuff. You guys are amazing. It's been so much fun doing all these videos, and it's going to be weird when I'm not doing Final Fantasy content, but obviously we'll have part 3 when that comes out in the next like 2-3 years, whatever. But thank you so much for watching, guys. You all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.